Okay, good morning, dear colleagues, and I hope you are all well. So, everyone, you can hear me, right?
Yes, right.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Uh-huh. So, again, good to see you, and I hope you are having great time in your mini conference. Now, I am not in Kyrgyzstan. I'm now in USA, in Houston, in Texas. I will attend a TESOL conference in Florida, uh, uh, in Tampa, and I will come back, inshallah, after a month to Kyrgyzstan. Today, that's why I'm online. So today, my topic is about how to organize an English club, and I will share with some of the suggestions, some tips for effective club meetings, virtual and face-to-face club meetings. So I am a KGTESOL teacher trainer, and I'm a coordinator for whole Kyrgyzstan. Mostly I'm responsible for syllabus, for planning, and I work as a mentor for new coordinators, for new leaders as well. I'm from south part of Kyrgyzstan. I am from Osh, and also as a full-time teacher, I work in Osh Sema High School, which is also one of the branch of Sapat schools. And I teach 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grades. And I have been teaching English for 12 years. And today I want to share with you about from how to organize the English club from this textbook. This textbook is suggested by U.S. Embassy, and um, as you see here, this is from American English website. Maybe you know, some teachers know about this resource. This is very great resource for English teachers. So, and this resource is organized and now it's held by American English, um, by U.S. Embassy, and also this resource gives you, I mean, this website gives you a lot resources, books, some handouts, ideas, how to teach English effectively. And by the end of this session, so you will be better able to know some strategies for creating and sustaining an English club. And also, you'll be able to get ideas which will excite, inspire, and encourage, your students to practice English. Okay, what is an English club? Let's discuss. So, do you have English clubs in your local schools? How often do you organize English clubs? Any volunteers? Okay, anyone to share with us?
May I?
Yes, please.
So I have an English, can I say circle? Yes, club circle. Yes.
Yeah.
So it is called Now I Can.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning, I work with a book, the Headway. And I have about 10 students. And each year we work with this book, Headway. And my students at this circle collaborate with each other, share with their ideas, and we play interactive games. And so all of the activities are interactive and communicative. And I think these such kind of clubs, they help my students to be a leader and to give their ideas, share their ideas with others, and to be positive and to be, how to say, самостоятельными, self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, independence. Yeah.
Yes, their
Mm-hmm.
independence, they are sure in themselves. And
Mm-hmm.
at the
Great.
end of the English circle, for example, on May, we do an open class, and all of my students with saying "I can now" and make up
Mm.
sentences. So, for example, now I can read this topic and retell to you. Now I can sing this song and so on. And this is all относится to the theme.
Okay,
Now I
relate.
can.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yes, related.
So, thank you, Ainur Ejeke, for sharing your experience with us. Okay, so let me share with my ideas, and I totally agree with you, and you may find some of your ideas from my slide as well. So, an English club is a group of people, club members, who meet regularly, right? Not just once a week, just once a year, right? They meet regularly to practice speaking, listening, reading, and writing in English. And of course, a series of regularly scheduled meetings where club members practice English and help the community solve problems. Mostly, our English clubs um, should uh, should be how can I say should help the community to solve problems. We have to educate future leaders or cultivate future leaders, right, through our English clubs. Okay, do you have an idea? I'm sure that you have. Sorry. So let's share why start an English club. Why English clubs are important in our schools. Why we should organize English clubs for our students. So as you mentioned here, I know Rejeki mostly for cultivating leaders, right? But what about the others? Why start an English club?
Because, can I say so?
Yes, yes, please.
English class is more important for students just to practice their speaking skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that in order to they can use all their gained previous knowledge in oral speaking. So
Mm-hmm.
because most of the students they know grammar parts, I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
while starting to speaking they faced with the problems. They start mixing words. Yes, they I mean forget something, and that's why for organizing English club is more important for them
Mm-hmm.
to give them
Right.
opportunity to speak.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So because of English is a global language, right? Okay, and club members, of course, during our club meetings, the members can have fun, interesting, and thoughtful and provocative conversations in English. Some we shouldn't control our students, right, or dominate the students, and we have to give them an opportunity or chance to speak to or to feel them uh, uh, independent, or I don't know. So we have to give them a chance to feel to have a fun. Sometimes schools are very boring for students, and let's organize them such atmosphere, right? And the next one, and the English clubs can solve problems in the community while practicing English. Okay, and The next one, who can join the English club? Mostly we think that English clubs are only for students, only for the students who are in the same school. But we can organize English club not only for school students, for everyone who wants to practice English, even they are out of the school. And for old and young, rich and poor, doctors, teachers, taxi drivers, professionals, workers, so grandchildren, grandparents, etc., etc., etc. So students can invite their family members as well if they wish to join to come to the club. And where can the English club meet? Of course, in our case, we organize only in our public schools, right? But a public English club can be in a public place like a school, library, park, or member's house. Even why not to organize on weekends on members' house? And a place with easy access to public transportation. So this one is very important, especially in I don't know, in evening times or for the kids' safety. So public transportation is also very important. And of course, nowadays it's very popular um, among students, educators, so virtual meetings, Zoom or WhatsApp. Okay, and when can the English club meet? Okay, is it time? Of course, once a week, twice in a month, or once a month. So it depends. I don't know, on a situation, on a local situation, or um, students' schedule, and a time that is agreed to by the club members and leaders, of course. And for how long can English club meet? Members can decide whether club meetings are 1 or 2 hours. There shouldn't be, so each time there shouldn't be some restricted time. So it depends on a situation again. And for 1 year or many years. Okay, a note about atmosphere. So let's talk about the atmosphere. So club meetings have leadership team and members. So this part is very important. Sometimes we skip this part. We do not pay attention to the leadership team or to members. Mostly all of the students are members, only the teacher is a leader. But as you see here is as suggested by American English website, there should be 2 teams. And club meetings are not a time to teach English, they are time to practice English. Again, avoid teaching grammar, vocabulary, or I don't know, which is related to the lesson. So let's just practice English. And leaders are not teachers. This time, let's we wear our not teacher's hat. Let's time we wear our student's hat or member hat and just be among our participants. And mostly our role is guiders, so we are guiders for members. And club meetings must be, of course, safe, supportive place where people talk about topics or ideas without any fear. And club meetings have like-minded people who want to practice English and help their community, not who will dominate the others, not who will just I don't know. Sometimes we know that some students are very selfish and they do not want to give a chance to others. They want to be mostly in a middle, in a center of the attention, and that's why let's create such a really friendly atmosphere. And um, as I mentioned before, we should have 2 teams, the leadership team and members. So how do you think So if you know already about this strategy, so let's share with us, or let's just here predict. So how is a leadership team different from members? What is the role of leaders and then the role of members? Okay,
Leader,
anyone wants?
yeah, leader, as the what said, it's just a leading person, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
mostly the person who is leader mostly, um, I mean, solve. Maybe just to find their answers for other tasks, or I mean, leader should lead the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should lead as a
Mm-hmm.
commander. Yes, to lead the team. And the members. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
leadership members. These are the person who each of member each of person should involve and should be involved in
Mm-hmm.
discussion. For example, some topics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All of us
Yes.
students should be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Great. So thank you. Okay. So you're right. So let's identify the difference between the leadership team and members. Um, so the first one, members, right? So members mostly give feedback to leadership team about the meeting, and so they help to inform others about the club and invite new members and help to make sure meetings take place in English, right? So there's the role of members and participate in club activities and help to improve the community and support members to attend meetings. So, and leadership teams' responsibilities consult with members to plan meetings, and then establish meetings time, date, and place. So, and the next one is keeps a record of attendance. This is very important. And email or phone list, I mean WhatsApp list at least to create a WhatsApp group. And
Mhm.
facilitates meetings by using interactive topics and emails or calls members when needed. For example, ask about the attendance.
Yeah.
And as you see, yeah, we have some difference between their responsibilities. Uh, as you mentioned, so leaders are just they lead, not dominate, not I don't know, control. Yes, a meeting. And and what activities do they do all together? So the activities can be not only just sitting and speaking, practicing English, right? So sitting in a round, I don't know. So there can be skits, interviews, and role plays. And of course, guest speakers. You may invite the people from outside as well. And debates, introductions, and short stories like TED Talks. It's also very interesting, right? And yeah, different kind of conversations and English club. It's not just speaking, it can be reading and writing as well. So students can choose together all together a book and read for a week, I don't know, or for a month, and then discuss all together the books, or maybe they write some summary essays about this book. And vision boards, it's also very important. So sometimes students learn better when they see, not when they read. And action plans. Okay, and my question here, which ones of the given ideas do you use with your students? Do you apply some of these strategies into your teaching, or I mean, to your English clubs? Okay,
Yes.
if you wish, so you may
Yes.
share.
Yes, we use vision boards, conversations, debates. Yeah, so role plays to others, and
Mm-hmm. Right. Thank you.
And
So,
we also
do,
script interviews,
mhm.
role plays, guest speakers, introductions and short stories, conversations, reading and writing activities, action plans.
Right. Thank you. So, do your students like this mentioned activities? Do they
Yes,
enjoy?
they do. Mhm.
Mhm. Right. Thank you. So, can you complete this list as well? Do you have another list that we may include? What else do you do with your students?
Good afternoon.
Good
Just,
afternoon. Welcome.
my name is Gulnur. I just want to add something for this club meeting activities. Maybe
Yes,
some
please.
short topics information they can
Mm.
prepare it, and the next day they can retell.
Oh,
I
yeah,
use
yeah, yeah.
these things. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In my
Mm-hmm.
lesson, first of them, maybe they will read a different kind of the town, and the next day, like poster, they can make take a paper, write some creative. They can research in the Google because
Mm-hmm.
they like to use internet. Yes, and I always
Yes.
use that topic material. I will tell them, oh, you can find in the internet any kind of interesting fact
Mm-hmm.
about this country,
Mm-hmm.
and they are finding. But not all of them, but maybe from the class 2 or 3 students. It's also one
Mm-hmm.
of the effective way.
Yeah, so we mostly call it PBL, right? Kind of project-based learning. Yes, they research on themselves and then they have a kind of group work or teamwork and they do some data analysis, right? Great, thank you. Okay, so the next one, the roles of participants in club meetings. So we divided into two groups, right? Leaders and then, of course, the members. But overall, they have the same roles altogether. Okay, here we have group leader. There should be, of course, one group leader and note taker. Maybe you know this approach, right? And then timekeeper is very important, and vocabulary collector, and then last one is grammarians. Okay, what are their roles? How do you think? What is the role of note taker?
Maybe it's a person who should make some notes
About what?
about, for example, the topic which they should
Mm-hmm.
discuss, what they are going to
Mm-hmm.
discuss. Maybe there are some instructions for the topic by their teacher, by the side of the teacher, and maybe the note taker should catch the main, maybe the instruction, or just to catch information which is important, and to make note.
Great. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
guess.
Yes, thank you. So, and let's discuss one more person here. What is the role of timekeeper? How do you think?
Timekeeper, I think maybe it's a person who controls the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And controls time. So what do you mean with this one? Gives the time for
Yes,
speaker
give the
or
time and show the time, how many
okay.
we will give the task
Mm-hmm.
and this person will be show the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
yeah, great.
Control time. We will
mhm.
control.
It's a person
Yes.
who make, yeah, for others members to remind the time is out, so come on quickly.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. So as you see here, vocabulary collector, grammarian, so we understand, right? So their roles. Okay, let's um okay, sorry, here here my picture, but I was that time without scarf, but I couldn't find another picture. So here, when I was first time in the US, it was in 2019, before the COVID time. I was with Fulbright C program in Montana State University in Montana, Bozeman, and it was my first time in US. And uh, the first time I heard about the English club there, and we practiced the English club there with our T fellows. There were more than 20 teachers from all over the world. I was the only one from Kyrgyzstan in this university. And as you see to the pictures, so what was my role there?
Oh,
Note maker.
yeah, you will
Taker,
Note
I
be
taker.
think. Not taker.
Yes. Yeah, I was a note taker.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
So as you see the the
With
big
the paper
pan,
pens,
it was just for
Pencil.
fun. I wanted to buy such pen, but I couldn't find. I'm still looking for this pen. I want to take to Kyrgyzstan one for students, just for fun, to make more fun my English club. Okay, and here as you see, five people. So they were so five people. So here was a guy from Nicaragua. Unfortunately, the photo was not good. And so here this woman with a purple jacket. She was, how do you think? Who was she?
leader, yes,
Timekeeper.
Yeah,
A
she was
leader.
a group leader. Yep, she was
leader.
a group leader. Yeah, and what about this guy? So he was our IT teacher.
Yes, it's he was vocabulary. What else? Vocabularies, yeah.
Collector,
Well,
vocabulary
collect.
collector.
Yes,
Yeah,
vocabulary collectors. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then um, this young lady, she was a grammarian, and then
Maria.
Grammarian.
Mm-hmm.
this guy, he was a timekeeper.
Keeper.
And
Timekeeper.
yes, so English club is mostly, you see, so even five people can organize a club, and but they mostly divide the roles among or between each other. And so this kind of approach is really fun because I liked it. So everyone was very responsible, and especially me. I I used my pen a lot, so I was very attentive while my tea fellows were speaking. I wanted to take some notes so about their ideas, about their thoughts, and it was really fun when we have a responsibility, of course. And I hope for students also it will be fun if we give them some responsibilities, not just sit and listen. And also here we have some advices for English club leaders in order to sustain the club. And here, if you wish, you may give such handouts to your club leaders, and maybe after each after the each sessions, or once a month, I don't know, once a week. It depends on your situation. And here, this is a checklist, and checklist is of course easiest one rather than rubric requires a lot attention, or I don't know, rubric is difficult for me, it's tough, but I love checklist, and that's why here I use checklist. And leaders should answer just yes or no according the question. So let's look the questions. Example, the first one. Do all club members speak English at the meeting? Yes or no? Okay. And the
Yes.
next one. Do all club members, like men and women, speak equally? Or feel
No.
free to speak, or want to practice English, or have equal time to speak? So as you see, example, have equal time to speak. This is a responsibility or the role of a timekeeper, right? Timekeeper should work very here hard in order to give the chance opportunity to everyone. Or do club members help each other with vocabulary or grammar? Or do they attend regularly? Or other meetings fun? I don't know, interesting. Either, yeah. And when the meeting ends, do club members select the topic for the next meeting? This is also very important. If students go to their homes with the new idea, because for a week or for a month they will think about this new topic, and they will do again researching, and they will maybe collect some data. And uh, when the meeting ends, do all club members know the next meeting date and place? This is also very important to inform them with the next date and of course place. Okay, and okay, do you have any suggestions here? Would you like to add, I don't know, another ideas that will be really important to your students? Club members, sorry.
Maybe
Maybe
maybe as
Mhm.
write advice to that team.
Feedback.
Yes, feedback.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yes. Okay, any more suggestions? Okay, if no suggestions, so we'll move on. Okay, the next one. Problems. Of course, not all our English clubs, or we say kruzhoks, mostly, they are not always successful. So, or they are, we do not keep the sustaining. Sometimes our clubs are not sustained. Sometimes the club members just give up, right? Coming, attending, or the club leaders, they do not want to work or to do volunteering job. And how to solve the problems. So before the sharing with the ideas from the book, let's discuss together. What kind of problems do you have and how do you solve them? I mean, while organizing English club. Okay, and anyone wants to share?
okay, so I think while organizing English club, of course, it depends on students' level. So low level students, of course, couldn't be involved in English club meetings because they because of their lack of the vocabulary, yeah, and other knowledge, yeah, and so most first when students I mean, can I say just how to organize the English club? If the English club is organized successfully or planned, yes, step by step. So the first step just to make an involving students, make warming up students, yeah. So I mean, step by step planned English club, I think will be more successfully, and we can't face with problems. I think so. And if the problems are here, I think it depends again on students' knowledge. Maybe they don't know other words, or mostly of them start to ask, how can we translate this word? How should we translate it, this other word, and something like this.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's listen to Kalabek. Yes. Okay, Kalabek, you have raised your hand. Would you like to share? Sorry, we couldn't hear. You are unmuted, right? Okay, Kalabik.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
No. Okay,
Uh,
great. Uh-huh.
so my name is Marjan. I'm using Mr. Kalibek's computer. So we are sharing a computer
Okay, okay.
with fellow teachers.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah,
from
hello.
Karabalta Sapat High School.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the materials given today, and I want also to share some of the solutions that I have when I have a problem with my English club. So a little bit context. So I'm an English teacher from Indonesia. So until now, I already have almost 15 years of experience in developing English club, and
Wow.
there no, so I've been involved in English club from high school and then junior high school and universities. And there are two things at least that is going to cause the club does not run simultaneously. The first one is that the boringness. And the solution for this is that I use, and maybe later it might be useful, is that uh, join training or join club. So for example, that if you am I audible? I used to conduct like a joint training between one school with another school. So the student will have a different atmosphere. They will have a new friend, and they will try to show that they are also good. But if they only practice among themselves, it tends to make them bored, especially that they already know each other. Second one, and I think this is the most important one. So English club is a place to improve yourself, right? But we have to exploit the competitiveness of student or children's, and one of the way is by making competitions. So an English club without a comprehensive assessment in form of a competition, that is going to be very hard to maintain. So I suggest, if you have an English club, try to organize at least two things: regular training. That's the first. Second one is that try to find a competition for this club. For example, like speech, Scrabble. So it will make them feel that they are already good, and especially when they meet people from different places and different schools, it's going to build a competitiveness among the students, and it will serve their pride. It serve their ego. So that is actually what I did so far. All the clubs that I have organized and all the clubs that I have ever managed, until now, most of them are still running. And that is actually what you can do. So make sure that your student will have a place to show up what they have learned in your English club, and to make you proud of their achievement. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for your ideas how to run the English club successfully. Yeah. Okay. Um, I hope here also you may find some similarities between your idea and then the ideas from the textbook. Okay, let's discuss them. Okay, of course, we may have problems and solution as well. So the first problem, some club members talk all the time. So let's by one we'll discuss. So what kind of solution can you give in this problem, in this case? Okay, anyone wants to share? So of course, some club members mostly they talk all the time. They do not give the chance to others. How can we overcome with this issue? Okay, can you hear me? I'm here. If no ideas, let me share. So, would you like to share with us?
I think we don't have any problem with the members talk all the time. We want them
Okay.
to talk.
But here, some
They-
members, not all members. Like some of them, they speak all the time.
Yes, maybe by the line we can like to give them to other member to speak out. Like
Okay.
yes.
Mhm.
In my
Okay.
experience, when I was a student, I always was going to meeting club, and I was just keeping a silence because I have idea, but I don't have a vocabulary to express myself. I was just sitting all the time, nothing. And then when I start to learn vocabularies, and then I start to raise my hand, start to speak. Only these things I can say.
Yeah, you see, even in your case, it was a big problem. So the other your members, they talked a lot, and you were just silent. Okay, so and the second problem. So the club members who are men speak more than the woman, or I don't know, vice versa. The women speak more than men. What do you do in this? So well, let's say here, boys, girls. Sorry, but the ideas, everything was taken from the book, and it was written the same. Okay. How can we solve this problem?
Maybe to divide men and women into two teams and give them the time just to prepare, and first should tell the women, and then I mean turn by turn. Yes, maybe like this. Yeah.
Okay, so dividing into groups according the gender, right? So girls one group and then boys one group, yeah? Okay, good. Thank you. So the next one, the next problem. Some club members, they do not come regularly. So this is, I guess, the most important part, right? We have to pay attention. We have to take into consideration. Because attendance is very important to run the English clubs. So how can you involve the club members?
Maybe for students or for people who don't come the task for next English club, just to say that you are responsible for some activity, and so you have to prepared for our next meeting. Yes, just
As
and
a
to say that
punishment,
if
yeah?
you yeah, the punishment if you will not come
Okay.
for our next meeting. So so you should know that we will not have the meeting the whole without you. I say that you are the first person or responsible person for our next meeting. Maybe like this. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. Thank you. Okay, so let's see some solutions which were given in our textbook. So the first one, for the first problem, for the A1, we have such idea to recommended time should be just for 3 minutes. And here, we have a timekeeper, and timekeeper is a referee. So maximum 3 minutes and minimum you may give 1 minute. Okay, so the next one, the next problem B. Here the club leader can talk with the girls privately and then with the boys privately to listen for solutions. How could you understand these parts? So
It means I understood this statement like that leaders should talk with women without men and with men without women. Yeah. So the privately, yeah, just to listen their solutions. Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Right.
just respect
Yes. Mm-hmm.
the opposite
Club,
gender, right?
Yeah, opposite
club,
gender. Yeah.
club leader should be a lady, woman, that men can listen always.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so the next one, Sadallah, can you keep silent, please? The next one, number C, the club leader can ask members. So this one is about the attending the club. So is our meeting date, time, location still convenient? The first ask about your members. So is it still convenient? Because some students maybe they cannot attend because of the time or because of the location. And the next suggestion for the problem C. So if our conversations are not interesting, what would you like to talk about? Sometimes it's good to ask some feedback from the attendees. And the club leader can ask members to call each other 1-2 days before the next meeting to remind. Just encourage students or divide them into pairs. So you will be responsible for this people, and please call each other. So this may work, I hope. And the next problem, let's think with other list of problems. Okay, some club members argue about English vocabulary or grammar. So this is also very interesting, and this is also very important. If students have an idea about or arguments about English vocabulary or grammar, and having such problem is good, I guess, yeah. And how can we overcome if they have some problems? I mean, arguments. Who works here in order to solve this problem?
So the question is that some club members argue about English grammar or vocabulary. So it
Yeah.
means argue just to spot it, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that if this problem is faced in a meeting, so the teacher or the leader should maybe just to control the situation, yeah, and to give them, yeah, to control the situation and to give, I mean, how to say, to solve the problem. Solving the problem should be by the teacher, leader who lead the talking club.
Okay. Okay. Again, this is the responsibility of teacher, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. So the next question, the next problem. So some members get angry or disagree with other club members. It happens also very often, right? So sometimes our students are very selfish and they may get easily angry or disagree with others. They do not want to be or I don't know, get along well with others. And how can we overcome this problem?
And I think we should listen to all the members' agreement. Who is angry and who is agree and who is disagree, and after come to one solution.
Mm-hmm. Okay, listen to each other, right?
Both, yes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Then the last one is, I hope the last one. So some club members feel, of course, during our club meeting, so threatened or bullied because of what they said at the meeting. This is also very important. We have to pay attention to this issue as well. Some students, they do not feel themselves safe. We think that our English clubs are safe, but inside, for some students, unfortunately, no. If we could observe such problem, how can we solve it?
Yes, unfortunately, some students, have bullying from others. So, but I think it should be controlled again by the teacher and to talk with each other and talk together and to explain that this is not important. Just we have speaking. So so you don't pay attention for such kind of, actions by students who can have pull others.
Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, and so solutions for these problems. So let's see the A1. So of course, if they argue about the English vocabulary or grammar, so here vocabulary and grammar collectors, they write down some confusing vocabulary or grammar, and then they find an English speaker or address to a teacher, as you mentioned before, to explain the confusion. But here again, you shouldn't so not you, I mean the students shouldn't continue their argument. They have here they have to just give this confused words or grammar to the vocabulary grammar collectors, and they have to keep the conversation. They have to uh, uh, so sorry, I couldn't say it in English. Okay, so here is the role of the vocabulary and grammar collectors, and they will work on later. The next one. If they have some disagreement between each other, the club leader can say here, so everyone is just for to practice English and not to convince others to accept our point of view. And active listening is very important during the club meetings. And also in the problem C, so here our problem C was about the bullying, about the dominating. And here the club leader should say that we are here just to practice English, not to criticize anyone, or we want the club to be safe place where members can speak freely and feel confident about practicing English. So this should be kind of golden rule, and each time leaders should remind to participants about these golden rules. Okay, and the last one is suggested club topics. What topics mostly do you give or suggest to your students while your English clubs?
So it depends. As for me, I teach my students, and it depends on their previous some grammar topics. So I pay attention that the topic should, in the topic, there should be given their grammar part. Yes, that they can have to use there in oral speech. Yes. So again, it depends in by my side, it depends on our previous knowledge, but we can also choose the topic which is interesting for the students. For example, the students who are completing the school, it should be about the profession, their future profession. Yes. So around this topic, just for example, about the environment. So different topics. Yes, the different topics. But again, I think it should be related to the grammar, that the grammar and the vocabulary that they learned in previous lessons.
Thank you. Thank you. So, if you remember at the beginning of my session, in our in the first or second slides, if I'm not mistaken, I told that English clubs mostly we should during our English club we should address to some problems, issues. You may address to the local issues or to global issues, as you mentioned about the environment. And here we have some suggested topics. Example, do children have rights, or speak freely, protect the environment. So they are just suggestions, and like save the wildlife or marriage choices or favorite quotations, famous people, leader or follower, and so on, so on. So here, this is the end of my presentation, and good luck and practice English and help the community. And of course, have fun. And I want to share one of my experience as well. So in 2017, when I was in Cambodia, I was in a Paragon primary school, and during the evening time, mostly I attended the American University in Phnom Penh in Cambodia, and I attended the English clubs. Mostly it was the evening time between the 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. And the club members were from different ages and professionals. And we just sit and we just talked about the different topics. And so it was my first experience in being in a real English club, and I really like the atmosphere. And I hope in the future our students also will love and they will practice their English, and they will improve their leadership skills as well while discussing, while analyzing the global or local problems, and they may apply in the future to some projects, to some grants in order to solve the local issues. And as you know, we have a lot grants by U.S. Embassy, and mostly these grants are addressed to the local problems. And our students should, I hope they will be very active after the English clubs to solve or to help to their community or to volunteer to their community. Thank you so much. Sorry, it is very evening time here, and today was my mom's birthday, and the whole day we were busy with celebrating, with going out, and sorry, I am kind of a little bit tired, and that's why my speech was very slow. But I'm really happy to join even in person in a Zoom meeting with you, and I hope I may see you in Bishkek in our final conference. And good luck, everyone. If you have any ideas about the English club or about the others, you are welcome. Let's make 1 or 2 minutes question and answer part, and we will finish our
Thank you so
meeting.
much. Yeah, thank you for presentation. We gained, I think, useful information, about
You're
organizing
welcome.
English language club. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Yeah, congratulate your mom. Thank you. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, Gulrukh, can I ask? Could you share with
Yes,
us your
please.
presentation just in order to read again details? So if
Yeah.
it's possible,
Yeah, it is possible. Yes, it's not a problem. So I will share with the Google Slides. I will also upload to KGTESOL YouTube channel the whole session video. I will upload
Okay.
today, and I will give to the local coordinators, and you may ask from them. They will maybe share in your WhatsApp groups
Okay.
the link
Thank you
to
so
the Google
much.
slide and then the link to the YouTube video.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Have a nice
Yes,
day.
Miss
Thank you,
Gulrukh.
Gulrukh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank you.
nice
Have a good day
mom's
ahead.
holiday. And have a nice night. Is it night?
Okay, yeah, it's already 11:56 p.m. Yeah, 56 p.m.
Yes, Miss Gulrukh.
Mhm.
On behalf of Sapat Schools, we would like to thank you for your time allocated for us. It was great. I think it was really helpful. Of course, the international atmosphere you, how to say, experience yourselves, it's very difficult to create here in our schools where we have only Kyrgyz students. But anyway, we could feel it, and we will try to bring it here also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So you may leave our session if you do not have questions. So take care and hope to see you in Bishkek. Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you
Bye.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all participants. If you have any questions regarding all the conference,